Lana participates in long jump. She completes 4 jumps and achieves the following results. What is the mean? Okay, well, just add all these guys up. So 1.6 plus 1.65 plus 1.85 plus 1.9. And then divide by 4 because there's 4 jumps. And you should get 1.75. So that would be E. Riley is 3 years older than Elsa. The sum of their ages is 27. How old is Elsa? So E, which is Elsa, plus 3 is equal to R, which is Riley. And we are also told that the sum of their ages, E plus R, is 27. So just sub this into R. So we have E plus R. E plus 3, I should say, is 27. So that's 2E is equal to 24. E is 12. And therefore, that would be C. And the diagram, PQR has PQ8, height 6. PST has PS4 and height 3. What is the area of the shaded region? So we have in this question, the area of the shaded region would be 1/2 base times height minus 1/2 base times height of the smaller triangle. So the big triangle, well, do they give any heights here? Yeah, they do. Of course they do. Okay, so we got 8 for base, 6 for height, and then 4 for base, 3 for height. Okay, it's all there. So this is 24 minus 6, which is 18. And that would be choice A. How many different 4-digit integers greater than 2,000 can be made using each of the following 4 digits? 2026 exactly once. All right, well, the digits are 2026, and it's a 4-digit number, and it's got to be greater than 2,000, so the first digit has to be at least 2. And then we can fiddle around with these guys. So we got 2, 0, 2, and 6. Well, 0, 2, and 6 give me 6 iterations, right? I can write them out there. There's not that many. 0, 2, 6, 0, 6, 2, 2, 0, 6, 2, 6, 0, 6, 0, 2, and 6, 2, 0. And then we can also make a 4-digit number that's greater than 2,000 with 6 as the first digit. And that leaves these 3 guys to be 2, 0, and 2. And so that's going to give me possibilities of 202, 220, and 022. I think those are the only 3 there. So 3 here, 6 here. 6 plus 3 is 9. So 9 is the answer. The numbers on the opposite faces of a standard 6-sided die have the sum of 7. Which of the following is not the net of a standard 6-sided die? Okay. All right, so we got to fiddle through this, and when we do, well, you will notice that in this guy, this is 5, and if we were to make it into a cube, it would be opposite this guy, which is a 3, and 5 plus 3 is 8. So that is the one that does not hold this sum of 7 rule. So therefore, C is the answer that they're looking for. In the game shown, Raya begins on the start square. She rolls 2 standard 6-sided dice and moves forward the number of squares equal to the sum rolled. She continues in this way, rolling 2 dice and moving forward until she lands on or passes the finished square. If she lands on a shaded square, she follows the instructions shown. If Raya begins with 0 points, what is the greatest number of points she can finish this game with? Okay, let's see. I'm trying to get the maximum, right? Okay, so we can't come here because the lowest score you can get is with 2 die is 1 plus 1, which would be 2. So you can't get there, but you can get here. That'd be 6. You can definitely roll a 3 and get there, so we're up to 4. We can come here if we rolled a 2. And between these two, we have to choose one because we cannot land on both. Because if we landed on this guy, we would not be able to land on that because you can't roll a 1, right, with 2 dice. Because we're rolling 2 dice. So I'm going to choose this one since it's the one with the highest number of points because we want the greatest number of points. And then same thing when we get to these two, we have to choose one of them because we cannot land on both. And I'm obviously going to choose that one since that's most likely going to result in the highest number of points. So we add this and then we multiply because it says double your points. So that is 23 times 2, and that is 46. So 46 is the answer, and that's B. Asha is asked to cut a 36-meter length of ribbon into smaller pieces so that each piece has equal length. And the ribbon width does not change. The length of each of the pieces must be a whole number of meters. If she must make at least one cut, how many possibilities are there for the length of the smaller ribbon? So basically we want to take 36 and divide it by something, and that's pretty much all there is to this. And so we can make a list. N, and what is 36 over n? Now, they must make at least one cut. So if n was 1, that would result in just 36. So we can't have n equal to 1. N has to be, must make at least one cut. So that means it's gonna, if she makes at least one cut, it's gonna be divided into 2 pieces. So that means n could be 2, and then that means that each of those 2 pieces is 18. So then let's keep going here. So what I can do 3, 4, can't do 5, I can do 6, 9, 12, and 18. And let me see, does that cover? I think I missed one. 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 12, 8. Oh, I can also do 36. Running out of space, but put the 30. I can do 36 cuts, and each cut would result in a piece of length 1. This would be 2. Not that we need to do this, but just to be complete. Okay, so these are the ones. These are the ones that'll work. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. And that is choice E. Let 0.abc represent a decimal number. When 0.abc is rounded to the nearest tenth, the result is 0.024 greater than 0.abc. What is the value of b plus c? Okay, I think let's do an example. So let's say this ABC is anything you want to do. Let's say it's 0.281. And then when you round it to the nearest tenth, it will become 0.3, correct? And then when you take the difference, it will result in 0.019, like that. So I'm just explaining what this question is. They're saying that this difference is 0.024. Okay, not a problem. Let's do this here. So we have this ABC, and then they are rounding it up. So if you round it up, it would be a plus 1. Yeah, very similar to how I did there. And then they're saying that this number, if you were to subtract it, is 0.024. Okay? All right. Okay, what do I do now here? I think I will let A equals something, because I think that should be enough, because we're really looking at just B and C, so I think we should be able to get away with this. So this basically makes this 0.3, this makes this 0.2 BC, and this makes this 0.024. So that basically means that 0.03 minus 0.024 is equal to 0.2 BC. Correct? So that is 0.276 is equal to 0.2 BC. Okay, so the 7 is the B and the 6 is the C. So B plus C would be 7 plus 6, which is 13. And there we go. We got 13 and that's C. Emil chooses a positive integer so that it is between 1 and 199 inclusive, divisible by 4, and the sum of its digits is 5 or more. How many such integers could Emil choose? Okay, so 100 onward to 199, and it's divisible by 4. So all the multiples of 4, 104, 108, 112, and so on. There's not that many of them, right? 116, 120, 124. Let's just write them all out. I don't think there's that many. Shouldn't take that long. Okay, so we have the first two criteria met, and then now we just have to concentrate on the last criteria, which is the sum of the digits is 5 or more. Okay, I think all of these are 5 or more. The only ones that are not are this one, and 120. Everything is 5 or more. So how many did we have in total? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 is the answer. So that would be C. And finally, the Dollop sells ice cream cones. Each cone sold is exactly one of the three types: chocolate, vanilla, or twist. All the cones sold, 11 over 17 contains some chocolate, 10 over 17 contains some vanilla. If 85 ice cream cones were sold in total, how many were twist cones? All right. So we're going to have to do what is known as the Venn diagram. So I'll explain that one. So we will have two circles. The first circle represents chocolate. The second one represents vanilla in our question. And the middle, we'll call this A, we'll call this region B, and call this C. The middle region, which is common to both, is the twist, which is both chocolate and vanilla combined. All right, got it? Okay, so then let's go with what they tell me. 11 over 17 of the 85 are chocolate. We'll call it chocolate is A plus B in my diagram. So what's that, 55? Yeah, so A plus B is 55. And then we have 10 over 17 times 85 is B plus C, which is 50. So what are we asked here? We're asked to calculate twist cones, which I have designated as B. So find B, I guess. And then the total A plus B plus C, that's 85. So I think we should be able to figure out all of this. This and this, if I add those guys, I will get 105 is equal to A plus B plus C plus B. And then if I substitute this as 85, 105, and then B therefore is 20. 20 is the answer to this question, and therefore that would be E.